and this is Sea Life.
Welcome back to my channel. Today, or tonight actually, because we just got back from the store, I wanted to show you how I'm storing rice in all different bottles, usually with the smaller opening at the top, and I leave the ring on, and I've got the cap. But I wanted to show you, we have just got back and we've had this bag of rice for a while, but we've been stocking up on rice because I don't know if y'all realized it or not, but it's very likely that we could be heading into a high inflation situation. So we do a little bit of prepping, and the one way to easily do prepping is just to buy a little extra rice and beans all the time, because if you don't have anything else, rice and beans, well, can save the day. So here we are, and yeah, I'm getting ready to reuse a old vinegar bottle that I have rinsed out and have let dry, and I've got the correct lid for it, and I'm getting ready to pour this rice into this old vinegar bottle. And just try to I just try to save up some containers, either the vinegar bottles or this is going to be a heavier one. Of course, this one would not go in like say a bug out bag, but it would be great for around the house storage. If something were to happen, like high winds or whatever. These bags, these plastic bags, can easily be damaged. Branches can fall through, things like that. Your plastic bottles just have a little more durability, and they'll roll, and they can usually survive quite a bit. You'd be amazed what one plastic bottle can survive compared to a plastic bag. So anytime you do food storage like this, you want to be sure you're putting it in something that will actually survive, say, a tornado or a hurricane, or just a tree falling or branches, whatever. Something with a handle is great because it's easy to carry. A smaller container, like I have some smaller containers over here. I also have smaller containers like these little Gatorade bottles, and they are actually great to put in your backpacks, in your little tote bags. You can throw a couple of these in, and you're on your way to wherever. Even if you're traveling, it's great, to not have to buy a lot of food while you're out and about. So you can throw these in a little bug out bag full of rice or beans, and there you go, you've got something. And I know I've touched on this before, and I did a video previously about it, and I called it Practically Perfect Prepping. And I have seen a lady in Germany, I believe it was Germany, that had, she had all different size containers with this small opening at the top and the lid. And the reason behind that is, and you're going to put your bay leaves in there to keep moisture out. But the reason behind that was that, if it does come open and roll open, you're not going to lose all of your, what it's containing, hopefully. Or, also the fact that mice and rats cannot get into it. You can put it she had put it in a big trash can, like a 50-gallon trash can. And she had different size bottles in a 50-gallon trash can up in her attic. And they were just really easy to grab, easy to throw in bug out bags, or and easy to roll with. So I thought that was really intelligent. Just begin to scoop this rice out. and pour it in. Little by little. And also, these containers, of course, this is just recycling. They're free, you know, it's recycling. So, here we go. And it may take a little while for me to, and of course you want to be careful not to waste. Okay.
She pretty much got it.
Okay, that's pretty close. Now I'm just going to get me some bay leaves. Hopefully I've got some bay leaves. Rusty bay leaves. And we just put this up. And put one. Yeah, let's put 3 of them. And that helps with the moisture. And also, it can be used for seasoning. So that's pretty cool. Also, another cool thing about these is that they will float. You know, plastic containers will float. And if you have them tight enough, these seals tight enough on them, and be sure they're tight when you tighten them down, then they've got that trapped air in there, they're gonna float. And if you've got a flood or something like that, that's good. And also, mice and rats cannot get into them. So you can put them, you know, in a car, you can put them, you know, in your backpacks. Animals can't smell them, you know, they can't smell what's inside. So it's a great storage system for even camping. So I love it. I just love this system for survival. A lot of people, you know, I haven't heard of anybody else that actually saves the ring that's on the outside of these containers, the little ring. But I had thought of, you know what? What if you needed to make a, you know, a hanging, you know, so that you had partitions, so, you know, for showers, whatever, you know, then these could become shower hooks very easily. Just cut a little, you know. So, or some way to hang something up much easier than trying to devise something. So that's my little survival thing. And I use these caps as well as the flat caps. These are great because once you've got this gone, then you've got a bottle to drink out of. So that's pretty cool as well. And old peanut butter jar containers can work for this idea. Another thing is you could also use a peanut butter jar container for something like, say, elbow noodles. This year we have had, as many of you know, many peppers in our garden. And so Daniel just rinsed all of these peppers for me, and we're going to slice them up and we're going to freeze them. And we came up with a weird question for Google, and I hope it's that we can do this, but it's, can you freeze jalapenos or hot peppers, chilies? So if anybody knows the answer to that question, please put it in the comments. And actually, we're probably going to look it up real soon here, and we may get right back to you on that. So, but if ever anybody's had any success with it before, put it in the comments, please. So, like I said, we just came back from the grocery store, and of course we saw the high prices, and we're like, you know, this inflation stuff may be for the reals. We may really be starting to see some soaring prices. So it's really important right now to do your canning, your prepping, your storing, freeze storing, whatever type of storing you can, because this winter could be one of the most difficult winters we've seen for a long time. Here, Daniel, say that.
Today at the store they had steak going for $15 a pound.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
And we were like, I don't think so.
I said, well, it's time to go hunting, Daniel.
Yeah, and, $5.99 for a pound for chicken.
Yep.
You know what? That's not right.
Yep. And of course, we don't have any sheep that we can harvest this year because of, losing all those sheep. But we certainly have plenty of deer. So, yeah. Being so sweet, he's going to go ahead and slice these for me and do a little bit of the preparing. And we may make them all different shapes, and we're just going to throw them in the freezer like we've been doing. And then rebag them and seal them, and it'll be as simple as that. And you can also, we found that you can also do onions this way, and I'm hoping you can do these little bitty hot peppers, these little jalapenos, and
What else? We're having one hot chili.
or serranos. I don't know if they're serranos, jalapeno. I forgot what all I bought, but we've got some little spices too that we love to keep around. We may just grind them up and put them in a jar like we did before, or something. But I'd love it if we could freeze them and unthaw them and use them again. And then of course we froze a bunch of tomatoes this year. And what are you doing to prepare? Because if you have some unique prepping ideas for this food storage, especially, please let me know, because I'd love to hear about it. And or if you have a food prepping video, I'd love to watch it too. Has worked very well for us. Just putting them flat on slicing them up, putting them flat on a paper plate, and we put them right directly into the freezer until they feel stiff, and then we bag them up in our food saver. Take out all the air and bag them up in the food saver, and that works terrific so far. That's been doing beautifully. Well, we're going to go out on a limb here, and we're going to go ahead and cut the little stems off of these peppers and freeze them. I just thought of the idea that we might want to take the seeds out of them too.
Oh no.
That's a lot of work.
We ain't taking the seeds out.
I guess we're not going to take the seeds out. We're going to go ahead and try and freeze them. Just the way we would the other peppers.
They probably won't be froze that long anyway.
Yeah, we use peppers. We use hot peppers a lot. So, kind of like we do garlic. We just love spicy. So, so that's us.